ABC, it's Greeno. Time for an update. Like I said in the last update, this one's going to be metal. So if you're into metal, kick back. Got a pretty good stack here. So also a couple things at the end I threw in. Non-metal, hard rock, I guess you could say, whatever. But 99% metal. Let's just jump right into it here. What's playing in the background? Blind Illusion, The Sane Asylum. It's pretty cool. It's what was it, England? Or it is England, I'm sorry. Thought it was from Holland. Anyways, import from England on under one flag. And it's a cool band. This band had Les Claypool on bass. This is before Primus, like 1988. And Larry Lalonde on guitar. Both of them would go on to be in Primus a couple of years later. This is, as you can hear, it's pretty crazy metal. What I'm reading right now. It's winter time. Usually I kick back and read a lot in the winter. I've actually been reading a lot most of this year. But anyways, 2 Minutes to Midnight, an Iron Maiden Day by Day by Martin Popoff. It's just come out. Pretty cool. It's like it says, a day by day. It just starts early, and you know, if anything important happened on that day, it's listed in here. It just goes year by year. So it's been a pretty cool read so far. And next up will be another Maiden book, The Ultimate Unauthorized History of the Beast by Neil Daniels. And this looks really cool. It's pretty wild. It's got a die cut cover. But lots of cool pictures and all that kind of thing. This is fairly new too. Definitely pretty cool. Alright, into the vinyl. Like I say, a lot of this stuff over the last month or so, I guess, kind of accumulated. I'm keeping a majority of the vinyl together to kind of do one, or the metal together to do one metal update. If you watch my channel, you know, I like a lot of different music, collect a lot of different music, but primarily I am a metalhead. I'm an 80s kid, so this is the stuff I love. And I'm always looking for it. So, go ahead and get started here. The first one, Virgin Steel, first self-titled album. And this is the self-released version. I think this was also later issued Black Dragon, maybe? I can't remember. But I think this came out on another, you know, it was issued on another label after they kind of took off. This band was out of New York. And started out with Jack Starr on guitar. This is from like 82, 1982. He'd leave a couple years later and kind of do his own solo thing. Really good guitar player. But Virgin Steel still, I think, going today. Yeah, still releasing stuff. Next, Messiah Prophet, Masters of the Metal. And this is on Pure Metal out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. And they're kind of really good metal. This is a good album. A little kind of Christian lyrics, but not, you know, as crazy as Stripe or anything like that. Other than one song is pretty full-on Christian. But really good. This band I actually had confused with another band, but not the same band. There's a band called Trash, and I thought this was them when I first picked it up, but it's not. This is Trash Broadway, and self-titled. This came out like in '89, I believe, on Torrid. Really good, you know, melodic metal. Really dug this. Here's one you don't see very often. Canadian band Helix, white lace and black leather. And this is from 80 or 81. Unfortunately, I can't find it. But anyways, this is their second album. Actually, I had an album come out in 1979 before this album, so they've been around for a while. And there's Brian Palmer on vocals. That he would be there, in the 80s when they kind of got a little bit of success. But this is much more straight ahead, metal, hard rock, and the first one's probably more hard rock, but really cool. And like I said, these first two are harder to find. It's on a Canadian label out of Ontario, H&S Records. I'm really happy to find that. Cheap find. It's like ended up being like $2. There's a sale going on. Raven Mad. It's an EP from '86. And this is on Atlantic when they were signed to Atlantic for a few years. And another cheap one, same place. Raven Stay Hard. Also on Atlantic. Another sale going on, another cheap one. Got a couple copies of this, but had to grab another one. It was cheap, in great shape. Except this is 1980 on Passport. Cool, more they're starting to get into the metal on this. This is the second album, I believe. Yeah, I think so, if I remember right. First album is not as what we know them to sound like, and this album they're starting to get there. It says I'm a Rebel on it. I've heard that for a while, actually. I'll have to toss that on. I've listened to a bunch of these, not all of them yet. Alright, sorry about that little interruption. Next, I'm really happy to find this, really dig this band. Sinner, Touch of Sin. Great German 80s metal. Matt Sinner, singer, bass player. It's their fourth album, I believe, if I remember correctly. Just killer band. Next, knew absolutely nothing about this band. Looked them up. They were from the Netherlands, and I believe it's Vopos Conqueror. Haven't checked this out yet. The only problem, see the little mark on the cover, but oh well. I've never seen this before, never heard of this band, so we'll be spinning this soon. What I did look up, they had, looks like 3 albums. First one come out before this one. They were more of a punk band. And then it looks like they went total metal, 80s metal on this one. This is like 84, if I remember correctly, 85, mid 80s. So looking forward to checking that out. Just some Cheese, White Sister. So on Enigma, 1984. Cool album. I remember hearing this, but man, it's been so long ago. Just kind of hard rock, metal leanings, whatever. Chicago band, Snow White, female singer. I believe this was an EP. Also on Enigma. Excuse me. And this is 1985. Really happy finding that. Except I found these new store opened up, and I actually got in there before the store opened, the night before. I knew the guy that was opening it, and kind of dug through maybe half. Just kind of jumping around, didn't have a lot of time, but found all this stuff. So, the majority of this stuff. I'm really happy with it. Just right place, right time. I didn't even know he was opening the store. The guy at another store told me about it. So it was like a block away. I walked down there, and he's working on the shop, and opened it up. He's like, "Come on in." Got lucky. UK import, Thin Lizzy, Cold Sweat, 12-inch single. It's got 4 songs on it. And this is with John Sykes. I believe this was the only album he released as Di'Anno, which is Paul Di'Anno, right after he left Iron Maiden, put this group together. And then it went into Paul Di'Anno's Killers. Might have been something else in there. Pretty cool find. That's a UK import. And next, French band Trust. It's their first album, and this is a French import. I haven't checked this out yet. I believe this album is all in French, if I remember correctly. And Trust is kind of got known outside, I guess, France and all that because of a song called Antisocial that Anthrax covered. And that come off this album, Repression. This is their second album. Track 1, Antisocial. This is the first one's 79. This is 1980. But never seen this one around. Actually been wanting to get this, because of the Antisocial track. Cool Mausoleum band, Mad Axeman. Is this like 85? New Year. I think these guys were from Belgium. I think. Getting old. Can't remember all this stuff anymore. Next, I actually found a copy of this maybe a year ago. Grabbed another one. Restless. Heart Attack. Pretty cool band. This is 84. I think they were German. This is made in West Germany, so I'm assuming the band is German, if I remember right. Steel Lover, Glove Me. This says Belgian import. It's also a Mausoleum band. Had this on CD. Pretty cool. And that's the majority of the metal on vinyl. I got some metal on CD, so dig metal, hang on. Just got a couple more vinyl here. I'd never seen this. Really cool. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts 12-inch for Cherry Bomb. Just 1985, it looks like. And it's on red vinyl. And it looks like it's a promo, white label promo on MCA, Blackheart Records. That's really cool. Like I said, I've never seen that before. Some Prog. I grabbed this. I've seen some people on in the VC show this. The name kind of stuck with me, so when I saw this album, I've seen any of their stuff floating around before, so I thought I would go ahead and grab this. And I really dug this. It's Ethos. And getting the title Ardor, I guess is how you pronounce it. It's mid-70s, if I remember correctly, 76. Really cool prog. Great cover. Was happy to find that. Something great about the label. It's just an orange capital. I found a Jim Dandy, Ready as Hell. It's like 80s. It actually looks 70s when I picked it up. I think it was like 84. It's on Hacienda. It's a cool label. Found the year, 1984. It just looks all 70s to me. Come on. So, that was a cool find. Don't see that very often. I was looking for a copy of this for a while, and finally found one, because I always find this beat to crap. And actually the copy I picked up was pretty good shape, definitely playable, and I was happy with it. It's not like it's a rare album or anything, but came across a sealed copy of BTO 4-wheel drive. No barcode or anything, so I'm guessing maybe original, I don't know. But grab that. Dig that album. Alright, up next, some CDs. All metal. So here we go. Actually, I forgot to show you this. Found this on the Dig with George there a couple weeks ago. He found it and turned me on to it. And I remember seeing something about them like in classic rock. And he's telling me, yeah, they kind of sound, you know, that AC/DC sound. Like, that's cool, I'll take it. It was like $3 or something. But they're called 77, and it's 21st Century Rock. And man, I tell you what, if you dig Bon Scott era, AC/DC, this is it, to a T, to the point. You could almost put this on and convince somebody this is a lost AC/DC album from the 70s. It's that close. I had a friend over for Thanksgiving, and he's a big music head too, so we just come down and start pulling shit off the shelf, and I was like, hey, check this out. And we were just wigging out. I was like, it's unbelievable how close these guys are. Very, very good. Next, I have a friend in Germany, has a label called Battle Cry. There's a couple releases that he's done here lately. And this is Hardline. It's a reissue of an 80s album. And he put some bonus tracks on here. And actually, here's the original. It's a Mausoleum Band from, I think they're from Belgium. Yeah. But, like I say, he put it out on disc with some bonus, so I grabbed that. And he also put out Briar, Take on the World. I haven't listened to this yet. This is an earlier album by them. They, right after that album came Crown of Thorns. And these guys are okay. They're just really, you know, they were going for the radio and all that, you know, really poppy kind of metal. But they had some backing from somebody, because they did a video for a song called Frankie that has Ozzy Osbourne, Bruce Dickinson, and Lemmy in it, which I'd never seen until I was reading the little blurb sticker on here, the hype sticker. And I was like, holy crap, man, you know, somebody's backing these guys. And that was kind of the one and only, yeah, this was on CBS. Everything else was kind of demo or self-released or small label like this. And he also put out a couple things by a band out of Minnesota called, or not Minnesota, Missouri, called Bishop Steel. Killing Asylum and Have Died to Live It. And I don't think these guys actually had an official release other than a single maybe, and yeah, just self-release stuff. And these two have the demos, and I mean, they did a real good job. Here was the original single, some ticket stubs, and there's a picture of the demo. So he did a real good job with these. Excited to really sit down and check them out. He also put out Cold Steel, thrash band, early 90s out of New York. And this is an album called Freak Boy, which I actually have the original CD. I meant to pull it and forgot. But he changed the cover, but it's the same idea on this cover. The old cover was much more, you know, of that time. But really cool band. And I I think they did the one album and kind of that was it, I think. And the last thing I got off Battle Cry, his label, is a band called Monolith. I think these are all demos, which is about all this band did, I believe. They were from Italy. And I'm checking this out soon too, you know, just some rare metal stuff. It's great when these guys, you know, do this. Battle Cry, he predominantly is reissue stuff like this. I mean, he went way deep on these, you know, a lot of demo stuff and all that. But usually it's like really cool, like that Hardline, really cool albums that just aren't on CD or hard to find on CD. Picked up a couple other things. Got Udo Thunderball. It's come out in 2004. Still sealed. I haven't cracked that open. Also, my friend's band, October 31. First couple albums have been reissued. The Fire Awaits. These are done on Hell's Headbanger, and they've added some, you know, bonus stuff. Like there's a couple covers on here. I Don't Know by Ozzy, Public Enema #1, Maiden, Children of the Damned, is that Warlord? And then they did Meet Thy Maker, which just come out on Metal Blade at one point. And on here, Give 'Em the Axe by Lizzie Borden. A band I knew nothing about, Condition Critical, Operational Hazard, newer thrash band. This is brand new, 2013. Listened to a second of it, very much like newer Exodus sounding stuff, really in your face and big and full on modern thrash. And then found an older band. Where are these guys from? Germany. It's come out in '95. Alice in Hell. Pretty cool. Starts out really good. You know, just traditional, almost kind of metal. Then kind of peters out as it goes along. But yeah, good find. Never seen that before on CD. It's come out in '95, so it's probably CD only. So that's it. Kind of another big video here. Sorry. But just kind of wanted to share. Like I said, I haven't listened to everything yet, but I will at some point. Always do. Everything's piling up, and I love it. Alright, I guess that's it. I hope everybody had a great holidays here in the States, and we're ramping up for Christmas. I'm definitely slowing down. I haven't done really anything other than going out the one time since hooking up with George. I didn't go out at all. Yeah, I did. I went out Black Friday, and that's where I picked up a couple of those Raven and all that when they had the sale. I didn't buy anything to come out for Record Store Day, Black Friday, whatever you want to call it. The only thing I would like to get is that Blackberry Smoke Leonard Skinner split, but they didn't have it, so no big deal. Might pop up somewhere else, who knows. Alright, that's it. I hope everybody has a good week, and I want to thank everybody for subscribing. Almost to 500 now. It's crazy. And thanks everybody for commenting. I'm trying. I think I got it kind of figured out. I'm hoping I'm catching all the comments that are coming in so I can reply. And if I don't, I apologize. Probably just didn't see it. I know this crazy ass shit that YouTube has going on now. So, alright, everybody have a good one. A little later.